My name's Rich, I am 37, I'm from Wrexham in North Wales. I am one of the traders that work in the chart analysis service, so I provide my setups and insights on anything trading related. I was working at Land Rover and a few of the lads had this Plus 500 app and they were taking trades on natural gas, oil, some stocks as well, so it wasn't actually Forex, it was just trading the markets. So we go on like daily FX and look at what their analysts were saying, and then we just copy off what they said. And I think 75% of the time they were right, so we were still making a little bit of demo money. After a while we just thought, this is so easy. So we decided to put some money in. I put about 500 quid in, and then before Netflix released their quarterly results, this was when Netflix was really blowing up. Everybody was talking about it, everybody was subscribing to it. Max leverage, as much as we could buy, max margin. The results came out and they went through the fucking roof and we made thousands. And so I thought, this is it now, I'm gonna be fucking rich. I'm quitting my job, I'm fucking gonna make a fortune. And then the next 2 weeks I lost 80% of what I'd made. I learned that if you actually knew what you were doing, you could make money from this. So then I set out to get an education. So I just went on YouTube, looked at different traders, different strategies. I couldn't make money from it, but I was a break-even trader. So I was already better than 90% of the traders in the world, just with a couple of months experience. So I just thought, if I can push on from here and make some changes, then I could make some money. And then obviously we meet the man behind all this, and things change pretty fast.
What's your plan for today?
Not die. That was scary.
I've known Rich for a while. Rich was one of the first guy I trained back in mid-18, I think. He's done well, quite fast. He's really good at what he does. He's really passionate about it.
Hi guys. I'm Rich. Been trading for about 6 or 7 years. I went to a barber's in Mould and I was getting trim. He knew I was a trader because I knew the barber, and he said, how are you getting on with your trading? Seb drove past in his Ferrari and he said, that's the guy that you need to see because he's a trader as well. I always think that to grow you've got to go through pain. People are in these chat groups and they'll show all the trades that they're taking. So that's the thing about the community, is that if you want to do something, the likelihood is somebody's already done it or they're doing it. It's like one of the first things he said on the course was, who waits for, before taking a trade, who waits for confirmation? Put your hands up. So I was like, yeah, dead confident. But you're a fucking dickhead. I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'm not so confident now then. So he basically said that if you wait for confirmation in a trade, you are increasing your risk, because is your level here you want to trade from, price comes up to it, now price moves away, and then you're waiting for some confirmation in the price action to get into the trade. So rather than your entry being here and your stop loss being here, you're now waiting for your confirmation, so your entry's there and your stop loss is there, so you're risking double on that trade. So I was like, yeah, that's so fucking easy when you say it like that, but when you don't know something, you don't know something, do you? The market's a big scary place, so you literally do whatever you think's right until somebody says that you're a dickhead for doing it, and then you don't do it anymore. So he's just saying that you gotta get in the trade, and if the level works, the level works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. There's no fucking confirmation about it. It works or it doesn't work. So I think that single sentence took me from a break-even trader to a profitable trader.
You had a good month last month, I believe.
I don't know the pips, I was too focused on the money. 36,000. Another thing that you can add to it as well is
Yeah, it was 82, I think. Yeah, just right there.
Oh, look where this reversed.
Oh, right on that wick there, yeah.
Bang on the level.
Yeah.
Key level underneath there.
Okay, yeah.
So that ain't going to reverse until that gets
Okay,
to sea level.
so when looking at
So that
GA...
can give you confidence in your drawdown, because you know that that ain't going to reverse until then.
Okay,
So
alright.
when you're in drawdown, don't just panic and look at that one pair, look at both
Look at
pairs.
all and take it them
That'll
all
give you-
into
that'll show
account.
you where it can stop then.
Yeah,
He's a great guy, very humble. He's had a journey himself trading, which everybody's aware of, and you learn from that. You learn from his mistakes and the way he trades now, and he's obviously helps everybody. You can ask him questions freely, same as if everybody, same with Matt, Hard, Seb, just very approachable people and willing to help, which is that's the biggest thing I've found here. It's how humble and how helpful everybody is. 2017. I found him on Instagram, skipped all the bullshit with other people in the FX industry and went straight to him. Did the course with him 2018 and then been trading with him ever since, yeah. Been on the floor for just over 2 months. It's been a goal since day one to get onto the trading floor. I've seen a difference in my trading as well and cleaned it right up. It's where you need to be really. It's where you're with these guys day in, day out. You learn how they do it. You learn how not to do it through them. Everybody's made mistakes and you learn from that.
We're really at a point now where we're gonna go places with this, like better than ever. I posted a link on Instagram and I've got all these questions that I need to answer. So me and Cal we're just gonna pick like 5 or 6 now and we'll just answer them in a video. Yeah.
Everyone's gonna have a different view on everything.
That's what I want to try and get across as well, because 2 people have asked how long was it before you were profitable and how much did you start with and things like that. I just want to say you shouldn't be asking that sort of question. If I say it took me 6 months to be profitable, you can't then think, oh, I want to be profitable in 6 months. People have got this idea, how much should I start with? It's different for everybody, so don't rely on the answer of somebody else because you're setting yourself up to fail. That's what I need to try and convey across Instagram, and the best thing to do is literally come and get 50 or chat service. Behind this, so you could trade a strategy for years, and then over time it just stop working. So you've got to adapt to the market.
Running the chart analysis at the same time, at university at the same time. So not running the world, but it is possible to be a good trader and have a full-time job.
This is a trading floor setup. I'll show you my own at home when I get there.
He went through a period of time when his mindset was a bit down, and from there on went through quite a hellish process and came back from it and on top of it. So that demonstrated for me the mindset I want from somebody with responsibility.
So for him to get emotional, he knows what the consequences are going to be because he's been through it. And we're all going to go through that. It's just like grabbing it before it gets too bad.
When I left school, I was a welding and fabrication apprentice. Good environment, it was a good laugh, but it wasn't what I wanted to do. Really good company, it was like a good employer in the area. Everybody thought if you get in there, you're made for life. So I just sort of listened to the people around me and just thought, I'll just go down this route. But then they decided to move production to China. They were planning on doing it in the future, but I just took that opportunity to just say, I'm just going to go. I don't want to wait and find out. I don't want to do my apprenticeship and then not have a job to go to. So I decided to join the Air Force because everybody says, join the Air Force, it's a brilliant career. So I joined as an electronics technician, working on communications equipment, radars, all ground radio at airports, so all the comms and navigation aids for aircraft. Just over 10 years I did, and I loved it at first, it was great. Based up in Northumberland on radars for a while. Then I went to Lincolnshire to work for GCHQ. That was a really interesting time in my career, that was. And I finished off at Bryce Norton, the main base in the UK. I went to a few places in the world, a few nice places, a few not so nice. The most memorable one was the Falklands, because I like nature and wildlife, so saw a sea lion give birth. Saw a sea lion called Mark. So I've got a nice picture of me next to Mark. Albatross, like huge birds, and just it was just an amazing place, like so like untouched, and not many people will ever get the chance to go there. So I'm quite, proud of the fact that I've been there. And but it was literally a 4-month piss up, and I come back and I just had all these plans of getting fit, and I was just on death's door. Anybody with military, who's been in the military, knows the fucked up shit that people get up to, and so you work in such a high pressure environment that your average person's levels of fun just don't do anything for somebody in the military, so you have to keep pushing more extreme ways of having fun and relaxing and enjoying yourself. We had some night vision goggles. We were on it was in Oman on an exercise, and we decided that it'd be fun to turn all the lights off driving at night and just drive with night vision goggles. So everybody in the car had no idea what was happening, and then the driver just had the vision. But then we also tried to drive with the passenger with the night vision goggles, telling the driver what to do. We actually crashed in the night vision. A bit of fun. It's literally a write-off. We rolled the car with 4 of us in it, the Hilux pickup. Can't believe none of us died. But luckily we managed to get away with the fact of what we were actually doing. Did it really happen? Who knows? It's you get up to some pretty fucked up stuff in the military, but then there's also the bad side that the people do bad things to people. So that's part of the reason I ended up leaving, because doing fucked up shit that you're not comfortable with. So the longer I stayed in, the more of a conscience I got. And people say you're proud of being in the military, and I'm proud of myself for going through the training and doing what I did as on a personal level, but am I proud to be associated with that? No, I'm not. And the people say, would you do it again? And no, I wouldn't. And if I have a family, I would never want my kids going into the military either, because there's, from what I've seen now and the people I've met at the trading floor, I'd never want my kids to have a job anyway, so they literally, I want them to push them into being an entrepreneur, and I'd never channel somebody into a job, especially one that I didn't morally agree with.
At the time, the trap wasn't performing the way I wanted.
We just be mad when they're mad at me. I can see it. I've lost the touch.
I approached Rich with the running of the chart, and it fucked him up. Simple as that. So his trading got fucked up with the added responsibility. 36 months we've been open, 35 months we are profitable.
Yeah.
That says it all.
Yeah.
And it's all black and white. I mean, Telegram doesn't lie, doesn't cheat. You can't cheat the data. It's all black and white. Yeah. 35 months out of 36 have been profitable.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the good old days, sending everything we've got.
Yeah.
There will be losses, but there will be a lot more opportunities.
Yeah.
To see that the guys in there needs to see that there is somebody caring for them, and I think that's what makes a lot of them leave, because they think like we don't give a fuck about that. We think they're just cow we're milking.
Yeah, and it's not the fucking case.
No. Well, he wasn't super keen at first, because he wasn't confident, I would say, enough maybe to go for it. But I told him that I was trusting him in the process. I wouldn't go approach somebody that I wouldn't trust.
I see a lot of people failing is because they come to me and they'll say, do you think this sounds reasonable? In a year, I want to be able to trade full time and make enough money to do that. And I say it's complete fucking bullshit, because you're getting into trading and you've already got an idea that you want to quit your job to trade. So you've already got a goal, which you don't know if you can achieve or not, but you've already put a time frame on that goal that you don't even know if you can achieve. So you're going to destroy yourself, because you take a loss, put you a week back. Take another loss, put you another week back. So you don't take the losses. You think, I can just hang on to this and it'll come back, and then my goal won't be pushed further back. So I see it time and time again. And I get people messaging me saying I've blown my account because I've fucking got too much of an ego. and I got 2 unrealistic goals, and I keep making mistakes because your mindset, you've got everything planned in your head, but trading, you can't plan anything. You react to the market. You see something happen, you take your appropriate action, and you take your profit, and then you move on. So that goes completely against what their goal is. So their desires are completely misaligned to their trading. So the way to do it is you pick up trading as a hobby, you carry on doing what you do in life with your job and your business or whatever, and your family, and you make trading a hobby, and you don't let it affect your life, because as soon as you start over risking, then it damages your job, your relationships and your business, and your trading will fuck up anyway. So if you just do it as take an interest in it, and then you'll naturally flow into it, and eventually you'll pick up more and more, and you'll become a good trader, and then there'll be a point in time where, if you're good, you'll make more money from trading than you do from your job. And then that's the time to think, right, I'm going to let go of one of these now. I've got to either quit the job, something's got to go because I haven't got time to do both. And that's the way I got into it. I'd never had a goal of so many months down the line, I'm going to be a full-time trader. I just enjoy it. And that's why I never quit, because I just enjoyed it. So even though I went through bad times, I never had a goal to quit my job. The only goal I had from the start of this was to one day have freedom where no fucker can tell me what to do. And I managed to achieve that by going down that exact route that I just explained. It's just, don't set unrealistic goals when you don't even know if you're going to be a good trader. Because trading isn't about going on your charts, it's about satisfying your desires. So if you desire to make, loads of money off this next trade, unfortunately, you're not going to fucking do it. So you're just a gambler. My desires was to just make little bits of money all the time and watch it add up. So I'm aligned with my desires because I'm taking small trades and I've got no other desire. But it looks really cool because people have got nice offices like this, nice cars, the freedom. That's just the result of years of hard work and fucking pain for most people. It's not, I'll do this in a year and then I'll make loads of money. If you build your account up to £100,000 and you do 5% a month, you've then got to pay yourself, say £3,000 to pay your mortgage and have a nice lifestyle, maybe more. So then you've left with £1,000 profit. So now you're on 101,000. If you pay yourself more than that or go out and buy a nice car after you've built your account to 100,000, then you've just given away all your capacity to make money. So this isn't like a quick fix, easy solution to the shit life that somebody's got. Life will probably get shitter while you're learning to trade. It can be easy if you've got the right approach and the right desires, and you're just servicing your desires and needs, not a stupid, unrealistic goal at the end, because that will make you fail. I see so many people going through the pain that I've been through, and that is the only reason why I've gone on board with the chart analysis service. Not because, like people say, why do you have to do this? You're not making money from trading. I make fuck all from being in the chart analysis service. I'm not even fucking bothered about that. I just want people to grow and help the community, and I don't want people to go through the pain. I want people to be good traders, but it's, you've got to be willing to put the work in. So I get so much satisfaction when I've helped people and they message me on social media or they see me at these events and they say, that talk that you had changed my life. And that gives me a massive buzz, because trading is lonely. I was trading from home for 6 months after I quit my job before I come to the trading floor, and it was difficult because I had nobody to talk about what I do, because your friends from back home, they don't understand. You need people who are of the same mindset, entrepreneurial mindset. So coming to the floor was amazing for me, and it all happened at the right time. And it wasn't luck, it was Seb knew how good I was at trading, and he knew that my results were unspectacular. Small percentages every month, consistently. So that's why I'm here, and that's what I'm doing today. That's why I work so closely with Seb, because he knows that I'm I'm not a gambler. I'm a good trader, a steady trader, and I'm not bothered about doing 5-6% in a month. I see people posting about 15-20%, even 50-100% in a month. They don't do it very long because they're fucking gone. I don't give a shit about somebody's 15 minutes of fame. It doesn't impress me. Longevity is the key for me. That's how you get to where you want to be in life.
He wanted a challenge, and that's what I liked about Rich, because he came to me and he said, Seb, I don't want to get paid until you're happy with the running of the service. And I'm like, well, I don't want not to pay these guys, but at least he's showing the right attitude. You know, his commitment is in the right place, and he wants to give back to the community. So from that moment, I knew he was the guy I wanted to be part of the chart.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Sea-Wagon. Called the Sea-Wagon because when they first brought it in, somebody pulled up in a G-Wagon and parked next to it. So obviously we had the Sea-Wagon and the G-Wagon. So fast that some of the lacquers come off the front. It's just too fast. Yeah, the reason I've got this shitty car, loads of people ask, is when I first joined the trading floor, I wasn't really sure if I could make it as a full-time trader because I just quit my job. Yeah, so I've been driving this for about 18 months to the trading floor now and again, and it does the job. Got me through that period where I wasn't really sure if I could make it as a full-time trader. I'm actually getting to a point now where I think I'm a bit embarrassed to drive it, which I never thought I would get to that point, but don't know. We'll see. Maybe something new will come up, but that's it. That's the story of the Sea-Wagon. When I got into trading, this was a couple of years down the line, and when you get into bad situations, which you cause yourself by either risking too much or taking a rubbish trade because you're bored, and then you can't let go of the loss, so you have to keep doubling up, and then you end up getting in such a deep hole that the only way out is to, well, in some cases, people kill themselves because of trading. It can really affect your mind so badly. You can lose everything. You can lose your money, your house, your relationships are affected. So I was sort of going down this route of getting into bad trades, and then a lot of the time I'd get out of it. But that almost gave me a massive buzz. So this was like a replacement of the adrenaline that I needed from being in the military, which is a very bad thing. You need to control that in trading. You can't look for trading to give you any sort of adrenaline, because it's only going to end one way, and that's with you being fucked by it. I used to get into these bad situations and then I couldn't sleep. I remember one night having anxiety so bad that my legs were in pain. I couldn't sleep, and I never ever want to go back to that place. It was horrific. And this was literally trading with money that I probably could afford to lose, but that all the hard work I'd done in the past was going to nothing, and I just couldn't help thinking that I'm never going to get to where I needed to be. So I'd be stuck in this job that I hated forever. And we're only talking about, a few £1,000s there. And as I've grown as a trader, the fear of getting to that position now with the account sizes I trade now absolutely fucking terrify me. So that enables me to not make any stupid mistakes, because I've been in that painful position and I never want to go back there ever, because it'll be 10 times worse this time. In fact, it'll be more than 10 times worse. I'll tell you that, because I've got a lot more capital to trade now than I did have back then, so it'd be disastrous. In fact, I probably wouldn't be able to recover from it, because it'd mean me having to get a job, and then everybody that I know would then be like, oh, I thought you were a trader. So the fear of now everything coming down around me stops me from taking any shit trades or going against a strategy. So you just got to have a mechanical strategy and you follow it. And if it doesn't work out with this trade, you just let it go and move on to the next one. So you take losses. A couple of losses in a month amongst a load of green profitable trades mean fuck all. But that one time when you are going to take the loss, you think, that was my last trade, it was a loss, so I can't trade. So you just got to look at the big picture. Not even the big picture like this week or month. You got to look like years down the line.
It's hard because there is expectation from you.
That was.
So you've got
That was probably nagging at me.
You've got your own expectation, and then there's 100 people expecting like,
Yeah.
come on, give me them.
If I
tips.
wasn't providing those trades, I wouldn't have had a trade today. I can guarantee it. It's just that.
You need to play safe, and so
Yeah,
to play
yeah.
safe, you just need one out of the two. If you see one gets triggered and the other one hasn't triggered, like G Swiss hasn't triggered yet, said
Dump
we can't
it,
sell
yeah.
it. We're not going to double up on the losing trade
Yeah.
because that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're doubling the risk on a trade that is already at
Yeah.
loss for no reason.
I've had a minus 30 pips that last hit today, and that 40 pips drawdown on that other one. It's the worst day I've had in a year. And it's not even a bad day, really, in the grand scheme of things.
As you walked in, it was all over. You were just.
Yeah, but
So,
that's why I said the chart analysis experience is a good one because it enhances every emotion.
yeah.
And that's why you understand now it's hard for the guys to
Yeah, 100%.
send things because they held accountable for that, and we've been doing that for the past 3 years.
Yeah.
And people don't understand that. They judge, we've had a bad week. Yeah, we've done that for 3 years.
Yeah.
3 fucking years.
You-
Being
you're
accountable
right,
for
though.
what we send. So we'll have some bad one. We'll have some good one. Obviously, we've had a lot more good one than bad one.
Yeah.
It's impossible to always have a good one. And people judge you very quick, these guys, they've been in shop for a couple of weeks, doing great. Yeah. Let's see in 3 fucking years.
Yeah.
When they have a bad week, just a bad week, and the whole mindset change.
That is a
Tough game, eh?
good reminder for me today. Good reminder.
But on these one,
Probably needed
and
it.
especially for the chart, as I said, if you don't understand what I was saying to this guy, if you don't understand why the pound is going up, and Suk is unable to find a fundamental explanation, it's neither bullish, neither bearish, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
If it's bullshit, why would you try to
Yeah,
sell
you
it
get out, yeah. You get out.
if you don't understand it?
Yeah.
Unless all major pound pair are lined up for a short, you don't understand what's causing the move. So
Yeah.
my motto is if I don't get it, I don't get into it.
Yeah.
I'm simple.
When I went through a bad patch in my trading, I was at home on my own, so I had nobody to bring me up. So I would be fucking angry, and then I'd still be angry, and then the anger wouldn't go. But now I come here and everybody's like, yeah, whatever, shit happens. Shit happens. Yeah, and I do it to you, and now you're doing it for me. So yeah.
By the time I get back on straight.
I think we took about 2 months to work on the balance because it's quite complicated for what we do. And one of the reasons I can't be that involved anymore is that my trading style evolved over time. So basically, I was a very aggressive trader when I started, and I'm now a very conservative trader. And that's how we grow. When you make a significant growth, you want to preserve your capital. So you're not as aggressive as you once were because you've made that capital. So that's me 10 years ago taking maybe 10 trades a day, and now me taking maybe 10 trades a year. So making more money because I've got the capital, but you can't satisfy customers with 1 trade a month, basically. So I know that. So that's why I'm relying on this guy.
Get that £1 million. Once you get that million, just take it fucking slow. Steady. Strong trade. 0.25, 0.5 per trade, strong setup, makes that 1% even a week. That 1% a week is 10 grand. People are like, I've seen your start, 1, 2% a week. I can do 100%, 1,000%. Yeah, on a 100 quid account, everybody can. Everybody can do thousands of pips every week with a 200, 500 quid account. Just do that with a 7-figure account.
So how's the chart analysis doing now?
We're doing well. We could always do better, and I'm never going to be satisfied, which is something that is hard to accept when you work with me. I'm always looking for more and more, and that's how you extract the best out of people. So some people aren't fit to accept it. Some people will do amazing under this pressure, but from a non-sub perspective, I think it's doing well. I wish I had that when I started because it's got everything you need to trade the right way. It educates yourself, shows how profitable traders do it, but at the same time, it helps you and forces you to do your own, to be your own traders. It's not just a copy trade service. So there is a thinking explain behind the way to trade, but there still need to be the accountability for you to take the trade and grow your own confidence. So it is really designed to make traders. It's not designed for lambda people to just follow blindly trades and make money. It can work, but it is designed to make traders because my only goal is to make successful traders.
So yeah, I've seemed to have got this reputation as a bit of a mindset guru, trading mindset, and it didn't happen overnight. It's like from a young age I learned how to shut things out. Like I could just completely switch off and ignore what was ever happening in my environment, which set me up well for being in the military, because when you get off the train for basic training, you've got people screaming down your throat, calling you every name under the sun. I really wasn't bothered because I know how to switch off completely. I literally just look straight through and never be affected by it. But then, obviously that's where people in the military need to be. So basic training is designed to break people down and then rebuild them up again. But I come in, I didn't need to be broken down, so I just sailed through, like just nothing bothered me. I did what I needed to do. I was already a fit guy anyway, so it was simple. I had no troubles with it. So, but then you see your friends like breaking down at night, like crying because they don't think they can do it. So I guess me helping them, looking back, was the start of me learning how to impose my mentality on other people, which I never really thought about until now, talking about it now. But that was, yeah, probably the start of me helping people get through difficult situations. As a trader, yeah, he did. Yeah, he picked apart everything that I was doing. Yeah, broke down my strategy. Well, didn't break it down, he just said don't do it anymore. The bad habits that I'd got from learning to trade myself stuck with me for a long time, and that's what got me into the shit so many times. So whenever I look back and reviewed the mistakes I'd made, they were always because I'd done something that wasn't part of the strategy that Seb teaches.
I think we've transitioned to a more skilled customer base, and they are getting more educated, which is great because that's what I want, because I told them from the start, this service will not exist forever. We've lost a member of our chart analysis, RAM, and most likely we'll lose more because they want to get on with their own journey, you know. I know for a fact that I don't want to go back to do the charts and spending my whole day sending the charts and update for these guys, because the money I would get from this is not worth what I would be making using my own time for my own benefits. It will come to a point, maybe Rich will be on the same level and be like, you know what, why bother, you know? I could just be doing this, and I don't know it could happen. So they have to adapt, they don't have a choice with the running, but we're trying to make it as smooth as possible.
When I left the RAF, I worked at Land Rover. It's very similar to the military because it was a load of group of lads just working together, and it was a lot of banter, and it was a good environment. I was there for a couple of years, and a guy that I used to live next door to when I was in the Air Force worked for Mercedes Formula One, and I was chatting to him, and he said that there was jobs in the wind tunnel for technicians going. So I thought I'll have a go. I was happy with my job, but I just thought I'll apply, see if I get lucky. Got an interview, which I was completely shocked by, and then even more shocked that I realised I knew absolutely nothing about wind tunnels. I wrote a list of every single wind tunnel in the country. Also found out which universities near me had aerodynamics department. Contacted the university in Wrexham. The main engineering lecturer was specialised in aerodynamics. I've known him since I was a kid. I didn't even know that was his job. So he invited me down. I went to the university for an afternoon, did a lot of stuff on aerodynamics, and then went through a list of every single wind tunnel in the UK, started contacting them. But then I got to Coventry University, my lead-in. I said, I'm leaving the military, I don't have a job to go to, but I've got an interview at Mercedes Formula 1 team for a wind tunnel technician. I know nothing about wind tunnels. So he said, yeah, I used to be in the military, come down. So I spent the whole day looking at this wind tunnel, which by chance was a 50% replica of the exact Mercedes wind tunnel. They built it for the university. So I knew every fucking tiny detail on that wind tunnel. And in the interview, I absolutely fucking smashed it. Every single question, just out of the park. And they phoned me up the day after, really keen to give me the job. I just thought they showed their cards really, they really wanted me. So I said I can't come for that money, so I want a pay rise. So I actually got Mercedes Formula 1 to offer me a job, then got more money, and then got a job in Formula 1, just from blagging. I was there for 6 months. The first few weeks were amazing. Chinese Grand Prix, I think it was. The first week that I was there, we won that. They brought the trophy back. It was, still saw the trophy, spoke to the drivers, and amazing. All the, the environment was just amazing. And after being there for a few weeks, I realised that my actual job itself was just so boring. Pressing play on the wind tunnel, watching it for half an hour, and then the aerodynamicist would move a flap a micron and then do the test again, and it was just mind-numbingly boring. So I called my old boss and said, any chance I could have my old job back? And I went back, but then I went back with a promotion as well, so it worked out quite well.
We travelled down separate, and Rich was with Seb. I could see Rich's face when we pulled up how excited he was. Went in, went upstairs, and there it is all underneath, you know, for the reveal.
Oh wow. It does look so much better in real life than the pictures. Wow. Wow. I just want to take it all in first.
Happy for him. Really happy for him.
It's the best feeling ever, really. You know what I mean? That's why we're here. The whole point of the trading floor and what we do is to make money and to succeed. And that was a goal that he had for a long time, and he achieved it.
Reminded me of my my first supercars, and I was like, wow. That's a feeling I have never had before, is being as happy as I was for my first supercars for somebody else. And from that moment, I'm like, yeah, that's what I want. I'm hooked now to this, and I want this shit to be spreading mad. So yeah, it was over the moon, but so were we, because success, when you share success with other like-minded people, it feels good.
Here she comes. Can you drink this now?
You can if you want, yeah, just hold.
Smash it. No, drink it.
Oh, thank you. Cheers, fellas.
It's all right. Deserved.
Cheers, boys. Thank you.
Smash it.
Cheers.
He's put in some serious work to get there, and he fully deserves it, and it couldn't have happened to a better guy. To see that success and journey with people around you, that's a really fulfilling moment, really. It was the perfect car for him, and it just worked out really, really well. It was a really good day.
Been to buy my first sports car.
Thank you. Just I wonder if I'm going to eat more of this.
For somebody who's so real and down to earth and has gone through his life doing jobs and military and stuff, to achieve that from trading, in my eyes, I think it's absolutely amazing.
When he brought it to the floor, just couldn't stop smiling. And he was a little bit quiet, but you could just see the emotions and how he's feeling in that moment. And I just felt like, man, I could imagine, you know, just how he's feeling. I cannot wait for the same day when he parked up inside the floor and got out. I was just so happy for him, and I'll give him, well, we had a little bro hug. He finally got what he wanted. I could just see the emotion from his body language. I was just so happy for him.
I think it's a feeling like you can't describe, you won't ever feel until you're actually in it. You know what I mean? Like your first experience of buying a supercar, going to collect it with your mates who are driving supercars, like who even gets to do that? It's mega. Like I can't wait for the day that I get to do that. He's fucking smashed it. Yeah. Rich has worked really hard for that. If anyone deserves a supercar here, it's Rich.
So what did today mean to you?
It's just like a goal for years. It was like my first main goal after getting a house and doing a house up. And then it's a sports car, isn't it, for most people? So we're here today. So yeah, quite proud of myself.
I think everyone's really proud.
It's nice when you're in an environment where everybody's happy that when other people win.
Got any final words to say before?
No, just thanks to Seb really for showing me the way to make money. So that's it. His trading strategy, his advice. So yeah, I owe him a lot. Thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.